Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killerrodan. So today I figured to do another video because as promised, and like I said multiple times before, my uploading schedule on this channel is fucking abhorred. But yeah, I gotta fix it. I gotta get on that to be more frequent on here when it comes to these uploads. Of anything, I guess. I will post a link down below for my second channel where I talk about movies and such, and a link down below if you want to see Air Force gaming stuff, I guess. But anyway, I want to talk about this one individual. He's just conservative, but of course, like always, he's gonna feel like he's being persecuted. Oh, woe is me. Oh, just because of the fact that gay rights. That's literally it. He's acting as if that he's been persecuted because of that, and he's trying to claim that having gay rights is no different to incest and bestiality. As far as he's concerned, is all one the same. I don't know what he's getting that from, but okay. So there you go. So anyway, yeah, he's basically one of these types of individuals. Of course, he wants to teach the gospel of Jesus and whatnot because he honestly feels that this is the right path to life. And all he's trying to do is bring the truth to people. Well, his version of the truth anyway, because God told him to. It's the right path of life because, according to him, it's the only way to live. Which makes no sense because that sounds like communist talk when you think about it. But okay. But anyway, I'm just trying to give you the heads up what's going on here. And that's when we talk about here, of course. This clip I'm about to show, it's not very long, really. It's fairly short, but I want to talk about it anyway because it makes no sense, like at all. It's so weird. It is so weird.
So if you allow the right to be abused, the word right, then suddenly,
In other words, he's acting as if the right, the word, and when it comes to activism or whatever, the truth, all this is being abused because people are misusing it somehow. That's funny coming from him because that's exactly what he's doing. So it's like, what are you talking about?
you're going to find yourself the victim of what? Government persecution.
Again, I don't know where you're getting that from exactly because if anyone's doing that, if anyone's persecuting anyone, it's people like you Christians. What are you talking about?
And that's exactly what's happening to Christians.
By the way, I spoke about this one individual here. He looks nearly bald, but I'm just letting you know for whoever's watching. I spoke about this guy quite a few times on my other channel, and he more or less has the same kind of attitude. Of course, he's going to rant about the gays and whatnot, and of course, he's acting as if that helping the LGBT plus community, whether it's the trans people, or the lesbians, or whoever, I guess you can say, it somehow means you hate God. It somehow means you despise having family. It somehow means that you don't want a good life. You're going to refuse to have a good life just based on that alone. What does that even mean? I don't even know. How are you coming up with conclusions is beyond me. I have no idea what's going on here, really. In other words, it's the effect before the cause. In other words, they're thinking this backwards when you think about it. They're jumping to conclusion based on absolutely nothing. So again, this goes back to what I was asking a moment ago. Where the hell are you even getting this from exactly? I have no idea. So again, they're just making shit up. That's all this is. Just making shit up, acting as if you're the victim. When in reality, you're not.
We should have been asking all along, and I tried to get people to do so, to frame the discussion in terms of a simple understanding of whether or not there can be a God endowed right to homosexuality.
Ew, gay people have cooties. Don't step close to me. You have cooties. Ew, icky wiki. Yeah, Christ. This sounds like a bunch of middle school stuff. That's what this reminds me of. Girls have cooties, if you remember that. Girls have cooties. Don't step close. Don't get too close to me. I guess this time instead of girls, it's gay people. Ew. Anyway, but you can be Christian and gay. It is actually possible, but okay.
Well, the moment you put it that way, it makes no sense. Because homosexuality may be a preference of human behavior. It may be something people desire to do. People desire to do many things, and some of them are bad.
What's with that little chuckle? I don't know. Anyway, Of course, there could be good or bad people, regardless of your sexual orientation, regardless of what you identify as. That's gonna be good and bad people in whatever group. Doesn't matter if you're skinny, doesn't matter if you're fat, it doesn't matter if you're tall or short or what have you. There's gonna be good and bad people in every group. Newsflash, that happens because of human error. That exists, unfortunately.
Do we say that everything that folks have a whim to do, a desire to do, an inclination to do, however strong, that we've got to allow it by law? That wouldn't make any sense. No, only those things that are demonstrated to have a relationship with what is right from the point of view of the society, of human nature.
Do you realize that there have been homosexual, or I should say, a nicer way, I guess, gay people or gay animals in the animal kingdom? So being gay is actually, in fact, a part of nature. Those gay animals, gay lions, gay giraffes, gay chimpanzees, whatever you want to say, that exists within nature. You just don't want to accept the fact that gay people are, in fact, people. It's natural. So you still have not explained on how being gay is a sin. How? Like, who? What are you talking about? How is that even a bad thing? And I find it weird that you sort of consort who's fucking who.
And of the things that God requires of us, that are part of our responsibility to Him, those things can be claimed as rights. And that's what the founders of this country were clear on. That means, by the way, that the discussion of these matters of right can't take place without reference to the standard of what's right and wrong.
Gay is a sin. Is a sin. Is sin. 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 Gay. 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 Sin. Sin. Gay. Gay. Sin. Gay. Sin. Gay. Sin. Gay's a sin. Gay's a sin. Gay's a sin. Gay's a sin. Gay. 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 Sin. 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 That's what he's saying. You have not provided any actual, factual evidence, I should say, to back that up. How? How is that even possible? You still haven't backed anything up. It's again the effect before the cause. What are you talking about?
You can't just tell me, well, this is about letting people who love each other do whatever they want. Well, people who love each other can't do whatever they want, even now. The people who pretend that they are doing this for the sake of love and right.
How is it pretending? How is gay love pretending to be love? Again, like I just mentioned a moment ago, you haven't provided any evidence to back up anything. You're just having a prejudge right here, prejudice, I should say, and you're just trying to use the Bible to back it up. And do you realize that there was actually incest in the Bible? Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, that's incest. And the whole thing with Noah's Ark, that's incest too. When you think about it, they had to repopulate the earth somehow, right? Oh, but okay, let's just ignore that. Sure, okay. Really biased.
Will tell you that a mother who loves her son can't have sexual relations with her son. Well, that means that you can't just follow your loving inclinations in order to engage in sexual activity with anybody you love.
Okay, just trying to beat you over the head that it's not real love. Being gay is somehow not real love. Like, what do you mean exactly? How does that mean it's not real love, per se? And again, I do feel it's rather odd that you're so persistent uh, to, to discover who's fucking who. That's what this is about. You're trying to see who's having sex with who. As long as they're grown adults between two or more partners, if you're into the whole group thing, as long as no one's getting bothered here, who the hell cares? I find it odd. What do you want to be so obsessed with who's having sex with who? What are you gonna do anyway? Go to the bedroom and just spy on them like a peeping tom and make sure they're having sex with the right person? Just it's funny. This just comes off funny to me is because it's so damn moronic. Again, I keep asking, why the fuck do you care? I don't get it. This makes no sense.
Because our laws strictly forbid that. Are we going to say next that those laws are actually also a violation of right? And that we must teach our children that incest is okay? Or that if you really love your pet, that's going to be okay? People will say, we'll never get there. Well,
Again, what are you talking about? There is incest within the Bible. Incest exists within the Bible. I don't get this, people. How can I be ignoring certain aspects of the Bible, but then preach other aspects of it. It just comes off as cherry picking. All right, that's because it is. So anyway, and the whole bestiality thing. Of course, bestiality is wrong, but again, people like this are trying to go on the impression that oh, you're just gonna fuck whatever you want, anything with a pause. Oh, like straight people don't do that. Like straight people don't fuck anything with a pause. Again, just ridiculous considering the fact they just want to cherry pick. It's what's going on. They just want to cherry pick on what they think is correct. I mean, rather just lying.
They were the folks who told us we would never get where we are today. And yet we are there because the logic of surrendering the real meaning of the word right, the logic of surrendering the connection between right and righteousness, that is something you will suffer the consequences of. And those consequences for Christian people in America are going to be persecution under the law.
All right, that'll be it for his segment that he has done here. So let me wrap it up right here at the end over here. Let me just give him my final thoughts here. So again, the thing is that another thing that doesn't make any sense is that you could actually get killed. Yes, you can get murdered for being gay. So you can do it. So these people are going to intentionally be gay, be the very thing that would get them killed. That doesn't make any sense. How does that even work exactly? You're not making sense here, quite obviously. That's one of the many things that will get them killed. So why be the one thing that will get you killed? Again, being gay is not a choice. That's another thing that a lot of these people don't seem to understand. You can just, it's not an on and off light switch kind of a thing. You can't just automatically poof and make it go away. That logic, or the lack thereof, makes no sense considering the fact that if being gay is a choice, then why don't you just go and watch gay porn right now? Really, go watch gay porn this second. Let me know if you get turned on by it. That's what I'm saying. So if it's gonna be that easy, you can just get easily turned on by it. And a lot of these people turn out to be, I'm not saying him specifically, I'm just noticing a pattern here, where a lot of these people would be really hateful towards gay people, and then it turns out that they're in the closet. Again, I'm not saying this individual's like that, but it's just a common thing I've noticed. And they turn out to be gay themselves, which is kind of odd because I just consider the fact that they'll be just self-loathing in that regard, I suppose. It's just something I want to bring up here because I just thought it was really odd. It's so strange. I guess in some ways I just want to talk about some strange people, I suppose. Talk about some weird folks being bizarre, I suppose. But anyway, I just want to do this because people are weird. That's what I'm getting. People are weird. They can be. But anyway, I just thought I'd just talk about this kind of a thing because it's just something I have to upload on my channel right here, folks. It's just that I want to be more frequent, of course, like I was saying earlier, folks. And I just think it's weird. I think this kind of people have a strange sense of righteousness. They think they're in the right somehow. I don't know how they think they're right, but okay. But anyway, just leave people alone. That's it. They're not bothering you, but you sure as hell bothering them. You acting as if that they're attacking you somehow. When you imagine it's not what's going on whatsoever. That's what's going on. It's just the fact that these Christians, a lot of them I've noticed, so love to play like they're being persecuted. Like they love to be persecuted here. Oh, woe is me. Poor little me. Me, I'm in trouble. Oh, me. Whatever. Anyway, that'll be it for now, folks. Of course, like always, thanks for watching and take care. See you.